LoreWarrior Online CLNT-2-3T Clint Overview. Andrin Industries began construction of the Clint under the Star League Armament Acts of 2507, which law provided border areas with the latest in battlefield technology. The Andrin Industries project resulted in the construction of over 200 of this class. The original Clint prototypes provided a heavier autocannon, the Armstrong Buster class, and carried more ammunition. However, the chassis of these models developed stress problems, and the armament was downgraded to its current configuration. This mech functioned as a recon mech, as well as a well-armed lower-end medium mech. Its history and combat performance shows that it served these purposes well. Capabilities. To secure their bid on the project, Andrin Industries cut costs in the Clint design. Unfortunately, these design flaws are not easily repaired. Many modular parts that can be exchanged between different types of Battlemech simply cannot be used on the Clint without a great deal of modification. This is particularly true of the gyro systems. Thus, the Clint can be a technician's nightmare at times, taking much longer to repair than other mechs. The Clint's only other problem is the lack of ammunition for the Armstrong autocannon. In a prolonged combat situation, the mech can quickly be forced to rely totally on its lasers for attack and defense. The Sloan 220 lockover targeting system tends to make up for the Clint's repair difficulties and its lack of ammunition. This simple-to-use system is one of the most advanced designs available in the successor states, as it allows for many battlefield variables that aren't taken into account by most systems. While the Clint does have a limited amount of ammunition, it does hit what it shoots at. Finally, the jump capability of this mech offers some advantage in a combat situation. In urban combat, its jump ability coupled with its death from above tactic can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Though many mech warriors consider this tactic reckless, it still is a strong advantage that many larger mechs do not have. Battle history. Most of the factories that built the Clint were destroyed during the fightings between House Davian and House Lau. Both sides shipped the captured Clints to remote locations for defense purposes, thus there are no strong concentrations of this mech in any one area, though some units of House Lau still maintain several Clints in their frontline units. During the First Succession War, Davian and Lau forces clashed on the world of Bel. Several bombing attacks soon reduced the cities of that world to rubble. The planet's only remaining resource was water, and the Lau forces wanted it. They deployed 10 Clint-class mechs into the urban centres, where they proved their worth over several battles. House Lau sent several of these mechs to its Marek front, where they participated in battles on Teng and Ingersoll. During these battles, Marek's Pesh regulars engaged units of the St. Ives armoured cavalry, and several of Lau's Clints fell on these worlds. Thus, the mech managed to work its way into yet another successor state, the Free Worlds League. Few of House Marek's Clints have actually seen battle since that time. It's believed that the difficulty in securing repair parts for the mech has led technicians to strip them for parts. Still unexplained is how Clint mechs ended up at the far end of the old Star League. The Arcturan Guard of House Steiner used a Clint in the battles of Alexandria and Ryde, where it performed efficiently in urban attack. Even more odd is the rumour that King Red Jack Ryan has several of these mechs. Variants. Only 20 prototypes of the Clint which carried an Armstrong Buster autocannon were produced. General Kerensky took some of these with him when he departed prior to the fall of the League. To date, none of these earlier variants have surfaced. However, there have been reports that a mech of a similar configuration mounting a twin Armstrong autocannon appeared during the battle for Ronel along the Kurita-Davian border. As all of the records of Andrin Industries were destroyed during the First Succession War, there is no way to confirm the construction of any other variant of this mech. Notable mechs and mech warriors. Mech warrior Janos Arthur Denton II. Assigned to the Arcturan Guards of House Steiner, Janos Denton II has had a Clint for some time. His family is well known throughout the Lyran Commonwealth, but has never revealed how it came to possess the rare Clint. Janos more than proved that his and the Clint's capabilities during the Battle of Alexandria against House Kurita. To date, he has little difficulty in getting repair parts for his mech, though his gyro has never been damaged in combat. He's considered the urban combat specialist for his recon lands. Lieutenant James Wallace, the commander for a heavy recon lance of House Lau's St. Ives Armoured Cavalry. James inherited his mech from the family armaments upon the natural death of his father. The Clint has seen action dating back to the late days of the First Succession War and has recently been engaged in and around the planet Ward against House Davian. At one time, Wallace lost his gyro in combat, and it took him over 3 months to find a proper replacement. Since then, he's used some of his family's influence to gain a backup gyro. Mech warrior Fletcher Raymond. Fletcher is currently assigned to the 5th Regiment Crucis Lancers of House Davian. During the Battle for Bell of the First Succession War, Fletcher's great-uncle happened to capture a Clint. It still works well, but only one of the medium lasers is still working, due to the damage received during the Battle for Bell. Fletcher's performance during the Battle for Terrasun on Sol against House Kirita has earned both himself and the mech a great deal of respect.